Hi, my name is Danielle Andrew, and my partner is Colin Layton. This presentation will focus on irrational thinking and debilitative emotions, which can be found on pages 173 through 188 in our textbook, Looking Out, Looking In. Although feeling and expressing many emotions adds to the quality of interpersonal relationships, not all emotions are beneficial in certain situations and environments, such as the workplace. For example, rage, depression, terror, and jealousy do little to reinforce relationships and work responsibilities. These are all examples of debilitative emotions. Debilitative emotions are emotions that prevent a person from functioning effectively. They can vary in intensity and duration depending on the situation that the individual is in. Sources of debilitative emotions. Debilitative emotions can arise from both situations in the workplace and at home. Home life can affect work ethic. For example, breaking up with a boyfriend or girlfriend and working the very next day may cause depression that can lead to lower productivity and less social interaction in the workplace. Irrational thinking. Many debilitative emotions arise from accepting a number of irrational thoughts, also known as fallacies. These fallacies lead to illogical conclusions and turn into debilitative feelings. We will explain a few fallacies found in our text that lead to debilitative emotions in various environments, such as the workplace. The first one we are discussing is the fallacy of perfection, which is the irrational belief that a worthwhile communicator should be able to handle every situation. This causes problems in that trying to be perfect is impossible and can have negative effects on personal relationships and work performance. Everyone makes mistakes from time to time, and there is no reason to hide mistakes as they can be used as learning experiences for future reference. The next fallacy is the fallacy of approval, which is the irrational belief that it is vital to win the approval of virtually every person a communicator deals with. This is based on the idea that it is vital to meet the approval of everyone. People go to extreme lengths to seek approval from others, even if this calls for sacrificing personal principles or happiness. It can lead to nervousness that people will disapprove of you and feeling apologetic. Striving for universal acceptance is irrational because it simply just is not possible. The last fallacy we will be discussing is the fallacy of shoulds, which is the irrational belief that everything, including people, should behave in the most desirable way. This fallacy leads to irrational thoughts by confusing what is and what ought to be. For example, my friend should be more understanding, or I should be able to find a quick solution to every problem. In these cases, you would prefer people to behave differently, or prefer to have problems solved in a certain way every time, but it is unreasonable to insist that everything should work in the way you want it to. This leads to unhappiness when you are unsatisfied with the quality of work or behavior of colleagues. It also leads to complaining about situations without even doing anything to change the unsatisfying conditions. The other fallacies that are covered in the text are the fallacy of overgeneralization, which are irrational beliefs in which conclusions that are usually negative are based on limited evidence, or when communicators exaggerate their shortcomings. The fallacy of causation, which is the irrational belief that emotions are caused by others and not by the person who has these emotions. The fallacy of helplessness is the irrational belief that satisfaction in life is always determined by forces beyond one's control. And the fallacy of catastrophic expectations. This is the irrational belief that the worst possible outcome will most likely occur. It is quite possible that many of us feel these emotions from time to time. But what can you do to minimize these debilitative emotions, and how can you overcome irrational thinking? First, you should monitor your emotional reactions. You can take note of negative emotions during the course of your day. Second, note the activating event. Once you're aware of the emotion, the trigger that caused the feeling should be identified. This could be one single event or a series of small events. Third, record your self-talk. This is the non-vocal process of thinking, and it will allow you to analyze your thoughts and link the activating events and the emotional reaction. Finally, dispute your irrational beliefs. All irrational beliefs found that are causing debilitative emotions should be broken down, and precautions should be taken to find an alternative way of thinking next time an activating event occurs. Irrational thinking and debilitative emotions reduce productivity in the workplace as well as create an unfriendly working environment. Today's employers are looking to hire individuals with emotional intelligence. Some recruiters believe that emotional skills are just as, if not more important, than job-related skills. Employers look for team players who have good social skills, an ability to deal effectively with emotional situations, as well as have a good understanding of themselves. Keeping your emotional cool allows for a friendly and more professional work environment. At the same time, it decreases conflicts and increases productivity. This concludes our video presentation. Thanks for watching.